Hello everyone. We will be discussing about various methods of selection in this video lecture. Selection. Selection is the technique of selecting people with requisite qualification and competence to fill jobs within the corporation. Recruitment and selection are the two important steps in HR technique and often used as same. However, a fine distinction exists between same. While recruitment is the method of identifying and encouraging prospective employees to apply for jobs, selection is involved with picking the right candidate from pool of applicants. There are various factors which affects selection process. First one is legal aspects. The management of human resources is affected by legislation, orders of executive and decisions of courts. Hence, legally defensive selections tools should be employed within an organization. Next one is pool of applicants. The number of applicants influences the selection process. The process becomes selective when there are many qualified applicants. Third factor is criteria of selection. Many a times the candidate is selected on the basis of education, core competence, abilities, characteristics, personality and skills. Moving on to next factor, that is nature of organization. The organization type, like private or government, also influences the process of selection. Last factor is probationary period. Some organizations employs probation period in selection to verify the potential of an applicant by his performance. Moving on to the concept. Interviews. Interview is the most commonly used method for selection. It is direct or face-to-face communication between interviewer and interviewee. If carried carefully, it can be a potent technique in getting accurate information of the interviewee otherwise unavailable. It can be an origin of biasness, altering the flow of communication at the same time, if not handled carefully. Let's have a look at the types of interview. Preliminary interview. The interviews conducted to display the applicants, to decide whether or not further exact interview might be required, are known as preliminary interviews. The candidate is given freedom by giving job details all through the interview to determine whether the task will suit him. Pattern interview. In this interview, it is determined that what form of statistics is to be sought or given, how the interview is to be performed, and how much time is to be allocated to it. In case interviewee drifts, he or she is hastily guided lower back to the based questions. Such interviews are also called standardized interviews. Depth interview. As the term implies, depth interview attempts to portray the interviewee extensive and detail. It consequently covers the lifestyle's history of the applicant, along with his or her work enjoy, academic qualifications, health, attitude, hobby, and pursuits. This technique is especially appropriate for executive choice. Expectedly, depth interview entails more time and money in conducting it. Stress interview. Such interviews are carried out for the roles that are to be carried out underneath disturbing situations. The objective is to make planned tries to create worrying or strained situations for the interviewee to look at how the applicant behaves below demanding situations. Curriculum vitae and application forms. The use of CVs is extra not unusual in the private sector than the general public sector. The gain to the applicant is apparent. An existing CV can be up to date and tailor-made, in a fraction of the time that it takes to fill out a traditional utility form. Psychological testing. Psychological testing is application of scientific method in determining cognitive, behavioral and emotional functioning. The widely used psychometric tests are: thematic apperception test. In this test, a set of provocative, yet ambiguous pictures are shown to the individual, and is required to interpret a story from the picture. Hence, the test is also known as picture interpretation technique. This test shows the level of imagination of an individual. Word association test. It is another personality test, in which number of words are shown to candidate and asked to write a sentence on it. The primary motive of this test to check what idea or thought comes to candidate's mind when he is shown a particular word. Situation reaction test. In this test, some situation is described, and the candidate is asked to write the most suitable reaction to the given situation, according to him. This test judges the reasoning power of an individual and his ability to act rightly and promptly to a situation that may arise in the case of emergency. Self-description test (ST) is used to check how much a candidate knows about him and how people around him see as a person. In other words, this is a test to bring candidates' traits and qualities out from him and check what type of person individual is. Group testing. Candidates are given a subject or a position play exercise and are invited to speak about the topic or position play in a collection. For the duration of the discussion or position play, observers who are looking for particular attributes award marks to every candidate. This of course means that you may need 4 or greater applicants to make this a meaningful exercise, and enough humans to mark the candidates nicely. Some of group testing techniques are: group discussion, group planning exercise, progressive group task, case studies in group. The last one is online screening and shortlisting. Initial screening of programs is usually based totally on an assessment of a candidate's skills and qualifications towards the job's requirements. An online choice facility monitors programs towards set standards through keyword searches. It can also provide a scoring mechanism